All right, the first lift we're going to do with our upper body are going to be tricep extensions using the stability ball. Now, what you're going to do is get up on the stability ball in push-up position, but you're going to have your hands fairly close together. So up in push-up position, you're going to roll it down to your elbows and push up to your hands. 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to take that up to 10 reps, going 2 sets to 10. You got to make sure you keep your core engaged and tight because this will work your abs. Now if doing that is too hard, you want to make it a little bit easier, you can go ahead and go down to your knees and just like you would do a knee push-up, have your hands out, roll it down to your elbows and push back up to your hands. To your elbows and up to your hands. Making sure you're squeezing tight through your triceps every time you come up. If you want to make these ones harder, just do more reps. So instead of doing 10, go up to 15, even to 20 if you're that strong. All right, the next lift we're going to do with our upper body is going to be bicep curls. But this time we're going to double up the strength and do a double band bicep curl. Now with this, you're going to go one arm at a time. So I'm going to go with my right arm first. You're going to place your other arm or your hand underneath your elbow. You're going to extend it out, keeping your arm on this flat plane. You're going to squeeze through your bicep and let it out. Squeeze, let it out. 3, 4. And when you go into the switch, you're just going to switch straight up to your next arm, bringing it in, squeezing it tight, and letting it out. Squeeze and letting it out. Now, you're going to do 2 sets of 15 to 20 reps on each arm. Now, if this is too hard for you, you can lower it and you can just go both arms and just do one band in each arm instead of doubling the strength. If you want to make this one harder, every time you get to the peak of your lift, when you get up here to the top, make sure that you squeeze and hold it for 3 to 5 seconds for each rep, making sure you are intensely working that bicep for the whole 3 to 5 second hold. Now again, that's going to be 2 sets of 15 to 20 reps. All right, for your next lift, you're going to need your light dumbbell and your stability ball. We're going to do bent over rows, but these are going to be a little bit more challenging because we're going to be doing them while we're doing a one-legged squat on the stability ball. So what you're going to do is standing right foot or left foot out, you're going to put your right leg up on the stability ball. Now having your light dumbbells in your hand, you are going to squat down. That means pushing back on that back leg and squatting down on that front leg. You're going to pull up, squeezing through your upper back and let it out. Squeeze. And there's 2, squeezing. And there's 3. Good. Now, for that, we are going to do 2 sets of 15 to 20 reps. Now, after you do your first set of 15 to 20 reps, when you go over to your next set, you're going to switch legs. So you're doing the squat on the opposite leg when you do your second set. Now, if you want to make these ones easier, you can get rid of the stability ball completely and just go ahead and just do regular bent over rows. Now, if you want to make this one harder, when you're bending out there, when you pull it up, squeeze it at the top for an extended period of time, either 3 to 5 seconds. Or if you want to increase your weight, you can find yourself some heavier dumbbells to do this lift with. But again, that's going to be 2 sets of 15 to 20 reps. All right, for the last lift for our upper body, we're going to do a slight shoulder circuit. You're going to need your light dumbbells. That's it. Light dumbbells, that's all. Now, you're going to first come up to the side for a lateral raise and down. Up to the front for a front raise. And then you're going to slightly bend over and do your rear deltoid. And then standing straight up. So we're coming out to the side, to the front, and rear delt. There's 2, 1, 2, 3, and that's 3, 4, 4, 4, and that's 4. So after you do all 3, that just equals 1 rep. You're going to do 2 sets of 10 reps. Now, if you want to make this a little bit easier, drop the weights completely and do it just using your own body weight. If you want to make these harder, what you're going to do is pause it for a 2-second hold at the peak of each lift. Now that would look like this. Coming up for 1, 2, down, up to the front for 1, 2, down. Then you're going rear delt for 1, 2, down, and back up for 1, 2, down. To make sure that you hold it for a 2-second count at the peak of each different lift. Now again, that's going to be 2 sets of 10 reps. All right, let's get started with our 4 lower body lifts. Now for our first lift, we are going to do 25 halfway squats with a 25-second hold at the bottom right after you do your 25 halfway squats. I'm going to go ahead and do 1 set with you. Now what that's going to look like is you're going to come down here. We start out all the way at the bottom for halfway squats, and then you come up halfway and back down. So we're going to go 1, keeping your abs engaged the whole time. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to take that all the way up to 25, and then you're going to hold it down here for 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, and all the way down to 0. When you get to 0, stand it up, shake your legs out a little bit, get the blood flowing. Give yourself about a 20 to 25 second rest, and then you're going to go back into your second set. Now, to make these ones harder or easier, either you can minimize the amount of reps that you do, or you can minimize the hold time. And if you want to make this harder, all you need to do is increase the amount of reps you do or increase the hold time. Now again, to do these regularly, you're just going to do 2 sets of 25 halfway squats with a 25-second hold at the bottom. Alright, the next lift we're going to do for our lower body is going to be hamstring curls. But this time we're going to do it with 1 leg at a time. So we're going to alternate back and forth. Now, what you need to do is get your heels both up on the ball. Now, what you will do is arms flat to your side, coming up high. You'll go 1 leg up. I want you to bring it in, squeeze, bring it out. And you're going to switch legs, bring it in, squeeze. Let it out, switch legs, bring it in, squeeze. Let it out, switch legs, bring it in, squeeze. Let it out, switch legs, bring it in, squeeze. Now, you're going to count up until you get to 10 reps on each leg. Then you're going to hold and rest for about 20 to 30 seconds, and then you're going to do it again for your second set. Now, if that's a little too hard, you can remain doing it with using both legs at a time, and just do 2 sets of 15 using both legs. Now if you want to make this a little bit harder, what you can do is increase the amount of reps you do. Instead of going 10, take that up to 15 or up to 20, depending on your endurance. Now again, that's going to be 2 sets of 10 reps on each leg individually. Alright, for the next lift we're doing for our lower body, we're going to do calf raises. You're going to need your light dumbbells and your stability ball. Now what you'll do is, putting the stability ball up on the wall, get your light dumbbells, 1 in each hand. We're just using these to add a little bit of resistance to our calf raises. So you're going to extend your arms straight up with dumbbells in hand, and all you're going to do is go as high up on your toes as possible. So I'm coming high up on my toes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what you're going to do is make sure you squeeze it really hard every time you go up to the top and back down. Now we're going to do 2 sets of 25 reps. After you do your first set, give yourself about a 15-second rest before you go into your second set. If you want to make these easier, just go ahead and drop your weights. And if you want to make these harder, increase your repetitions all the way up to 50. So double what we're doing. And instead of 25, go all the way up to 50 for 2 sets. Now again, it's going to be 2 sets of 25 reps. Making sure you're holding it tightly up at the top. Really squeeze through your calves.